we're here with our Week 11 team prep video for our rematch up against the Rocky Mountain Marowaks and their coach, Alpha. I am, of course, the coach of the Reno Regis. So real quick, Alpha will definitely be down in the description below, so make sure you guys go check him out because he's an awesome dude. Definitely had a very successful season so far. I think everybody's excited for him just because I think he had, maybe two wins last season in Season 1 of the NPL, and right now he's sitting comfortably at 7-2. So definitely make sure you guys go check him out. I think he definitely has earned your subscription. But either way, we will go over what the Rocky Mountain Marowaks have this season. They have Mega Lopunny, Manaphy, Reuniclus, Crocodile, Darmanitan, Snorlax, Weezing, Togetic, Raichu, Haxorus, and Crustle. My team, of course, is Mega Venusaur, Jirachi, Togekiss, Hydreigon, Tentacruel, Dugtrio, Sneasel, Rotom-mow, Chandelure, Archeops, and Sock. Now, we did battle Alpha back in Week 2 because he is, of course, in our division, and he has not changed his team since. I have not changed my team since. In fact, we are the only two teams in the entire league who have not taken advantage of free agency or trades this season, which just means we drafted the best, is I guess what that means. But no, in all seriousness, Alpha has a very good team. I'm really struggling to find ways to deal with Mega Lopunny. I'm really struggling to find ways to deal with Manaphy, and there's always a really good chance I play Alpha in the playoffs this season. I'm not exactly sure how seeding will work right now, but right now it's pretty much between myself, Alpha, and then Aki and Resilient for playoff spots this season from our conference. So there's a pretty good chance I will play Alpha again. So I mean, I came up with some new tricks for this battle, and there's no way in hell it's going to work again. So I'm on the struggle bus right now, guys. But anyways, this is going to be the team we decided to prep for the Marowaks. But real quick before we get started, at the time I'm recording this video, Alpha and I have actually already played. So I know what happened during the battle. I'm going to do my best not to spoil that and talk about what my original thought process was before we had the battle, rather than, like, this worked, this didn't work, or something like that. But one thing I will say, you guys have to check out the battle that we'll be releasing tomorrow on Sunday, because honestly, it's straight up one of the best match I played all season, and probably one of the most fun experiences I've had with Pokemon in a very long time. So anyways, we will just begin with the first mon on this team, which is actually going to be Toro, our rotom-c, holding the Yachi Berry with the ability Levitate, has the move Volt Switch, Leaf Storm, Thunder Wave, and Pain Split with 252 HP, 236 special attack, and 20 special defense, and a modest nature. That amount of bulk allows me to comfortably take +3 Ice Beams from the Manaphy in cohesion with our Yachi Berry. So what we can do with that is we are able to essentially get a guaranteed paralysis off with this rotom-c, assuming we have not taken any prior damage. We will be taking about 75% max from an Ice Beam, so that allows us to take the Ice Beam. By the way, that is from a max special attack Timid Manaphy, which I will assume he has to run in case I don't run Scarf Hydreigon, which, spoiler alert, I am. So I'm assuming he has to go Timid Manaphy, which means he's doing about 75% if he's max special attack with Ice Beam. If he's modest, he's doing about 86-ish, which means we could still live a Rock Switch in, and we could still live the Ice Beam. So we can Thunder Wave the Manaphy and cripple it for the rest of the match. And if he is not defensively invested, Leaf Storm is guaranteed to kill. If he has some defensive investment, it's still a roll. So there's always a good chance. But we can decide to Volt Switch out on it if we want to, or we can Pain Split up and recover off some health that rotom-c has and play for paralysis, but I'm not all about that life. Even though I'm the guy who drafted Jirachi and Togekiss, I don't want to earn hacks, but I'm not going to be mad if they happen to me. But anyways, last rotom-c this week. Next up is our Dugtrio holding the Focus Sash. Of course it is. With the ability Arena Trap. Of course it is. It has the moves Earthquake, Reversal, Protect, and Memento with 36 HP, 252 attack, and 220 speed with an Adamant nature. That amount of speed will be outspeeding a max speed Timid Manaphy, which was the fastest thing on his team, disregarding Mega Lopunny, which I cannot outspeed. But, however, this is my answer to Mega Lopunny. Kind of a surprising answer, I think. So what I could do is I can go for Protect if he still has the Fake Out available. Other than that, assuming my rocks are not, or my sash is not broken by rocks or spikes or anything like that, then I can just hit that reversal, assuming he goes for, say, like, return, brings me down to my sash, I go for reversal, that Oko's Mega Lopunny, he's done. He then probably thinks he can go into Manaphy or Reuniclus and get a free setup, which is why we have Memento. We can kill ourselves, drop those things, and we don't have to worry about them being at +3 and at +1/+1, respectively. Manaphy will be at +1, and then Reuniclus will be at -1/-1 after the Memento if they do Tail Glow or Calm Mind. It sucks that I have to say literally every single strat, but I don't think it's fair to like withhold strats so I can use them again. I feel like it's okay for me to say that because at the end of the day, winning is cool, but I'm here to have fun, and I'll be honest, I had so much fun with this match. So Earthquake is just for stab. It's also a really good way I can handle the Darmanitan if that becomes an issue. Now, I will always outspeed the Darmanitan if he's not scarfed, and if he is scarfed, unless he scarfs himself into U-turn, I'm guaranteed to kill it. And if he's scarfing himself into U-turn, he's pulling out anyway, so there's no point bringing in Dugtrio. I got a lot to talk about in this video. Oh my god. Excuse me. Okay, so the next mon on this team is going to be our Jirachi, holding the Rocky Helmet with the ability Serene Grace, has the moves Iron Head, U-turn, Healing Wish, and Thunder Wave, with 252 HP, 252 defense, and 4 speed with an impish nature. That little bit of speed will be outspeeding uninvested Manaphy just in case he decides to bring it. Thunder Wave and Iron Head is pretty self-explanatory. I'll be honest, I really don't have much for Reuniclus. And slowing, or I guess it's not important to slow that thing down, but hacking it to death is not how I want to win, but it's how I believe the best way is going to win. Thunderwinging it is not an absolute priority because after doing some test matches, Trick Room Reuniclus was a huge issue for my team. So at that point it'll literally be stalling out the Trick Room. Iron Head is for stab, Healing Wish is for healing up mons later, and then Thunder Wave is for paralysis. This is actually a very similar set to the set we brought against him last time, except last time we had to bring Stealth Rocks instead of Thunder Wave because we did not bring this next mon. Catch that segue. Which is our Archeops, also holding the Focus Sash with the ability to Fetus, has the move Stealth Rock, Defog, Taunt, and Endeavor, with 252 HP, 76 special defense, and 180 speed with a Jolly nature. Excuse me again. That amount of speed will be outspeeding Max Speed Tim and Manaphy, as well as the Dugtrio set that I have. Now, his hazard removal is literally just Togetic. So if I set up Stealth Rocks, there's a pretty decent chance that they're there to stay. But what's more important is that I need hazard removal that also isn't set up fodder. So, because Togekiss and Tentacruel, I believe, do not learn Taunt. Tentacruel learns Haze, but we saw how well that went last time. I need something that could, A, set up rocks, B, get rid of rocks if I need to for my Dugtrio, and C, prevent me being just set up fodder for Manaphy and Reuniclus. So, here, bingo, we have Archeops with a Sash Endeavor, which we'll be bringing them down to 1 HP if they do knock me down to my Sash. If they go for like a weaker move, then obviously, Endeavor is going to be doing less, but that is okay with me because this thing is not meant to do damage. This thing is meant to set up rocks. It is meant to get rid of rocks if I need to. It is meant to taunt the things that I want to taunt. It's pretty self-explanatory what this Archeops is meant to do. I really like the support Archeops set, so I'm really excited to bring it once again. The next mon on this team is going to be our Mega Venusaur, holding the Venusaur with the ability Thick Fat, has the moves Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Sleep Powder, and Synthesis with 252 HP, 52 defense, and 204 special defense with a Bold nature. That amount of special defense allows me to take a +3 Psychic from the Manaphy. So Giga Drain is obviously pretty massive stat. Oh, by the way, the rest of the EVs is just to get as physically defensive as possible, just in case my Dugtrio set does not work to handle the Mega Lopunny. Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb is for dual status. Sludge Bomb is particularly for the Togetic. The only problem with this set is that it's walled really easily by Weezing, and I don't have much for Weezing, but at the same time, he doesn't really have a good reason to bring Weezing. It isn't walling much on my team other than Sock, which, I was playing around with possibly bringing Sock this week, so he could be Weezing, but at the end of the day, Weezing's just going to get worn down by the fact that it has to switch into so much, so I'm less worried about it. Now, Sleep Powder over Leech Seed this week, which this is actually a really similar set to the one we brought against him last time, except we had Leech Seed instead of Sleep Powder. That's because I want to catch him off guard. I don't want to keep bringing Leech Seed, Synthesis, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb. I want to be able to change up my set and say, like, hey, you got to worry about this too. So it's more so just a statement for my future opponents. And in addition, he has no possible immunities to sleep. The only thing that can really take advantage of sleep is if he is like Hydration, Rain Dance, Manaphy. I don't know why I said it like that. If he's like Rest, Sleep Talk, Snorlax, or something like, something like that. Other than that, he really doesn't have anything that can take advantage of sleep in particular. And then Synthesis is for Mountain Recovery. Again, really standard defensive Mega Venusaur this week. Mega Venusaur is 100% this season MVP. So I'm excited. I really want it to do well. The final mon on this team is going to be our Hydreigon, as I mentioned earlier, holding the Choice Scarf with the ability to Levitate, has the moves Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Flash Cannon, and U-Turn. With 252 special attack, 4 special defense, and 252 speed with a Timid Nature. This is literally the exact same set I brought against Alpha last time we played him, except we have Dragon Pulse instead of Draco this time around. Max Speed Timid to outspeed either a Scarf Haxorus or a +1 Haxorus if it has Dragon Dance. Dragon Pulse will OHKO, so I don't need Draco Meteor, I don't need to keep lowering my special attack. Dark Pulse is for the additional stab, mostly to hit the Reuniclus. And then Flash Cannon is so I'm not completely useless against the Togetic if I have to do that, and U-Turn is for the sake of momentum. Really standard Scarf Hydreigon set this week. I am a little bit afraid of the Togetic walling me to death and possibly getting off a Defog or possibly getting off a Heal Bell, but at the same time I really don't expect Togetic to come. And I have Jirachi and Mega Venusaur, which absolutely body hit. So, and I have potentially Tentacruel that could be bodying it as well. So, and then I have Rotom as well. I have Sneasel. So I really don't see the point of bringing Togetic, but that's just me. But anyways, that is going to be the team we are rocking out with for this Week 11 match against the Rocky Mountain Marowaks. I want to give a huge shout out to Jazz, who made our awesome Reno Regis logo that you guys see in every NPL team builder video and every NPL battle video that we have this season and in future seasons of the NPL. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. I will see you guys in the battle video that should be going up tomorrow on Sunday. So look forward to that. Again, definitely one to watch. It was a lot of fun having this match. So anyways, that is going to be it for this video, and I will see you in the next one later.